Welcome to You Can Do It. Today we're going to be working on wing mirrors for T5, T6s, T5.1s. This is T5.1, 5.2, sorry. But anyway, bit of an explosion with another wing mirror. So we've got this situation. So today we're just going to quickly go through what we need to replace on this, what we can get away with, because obviously times are tight at the moment. Let's see what we need to change, what we don't need to change, and how we fix this. Okay, so if you come around to this side, look, completely destroyed. Now what happened was this blew out. I found it and I've actually popped it back in just so for driving, so I can get back to base. Okay, so what we're going to look at now is going to take this back off, and then we're going to have a look at whether we need to replace the bottom cover and the top cover. Obviously we need to replace that, and how we do that. Okay, so the first thing to get a good look around here and everything, best is to take your window down. So if we do that, take the window down here. So let's have a quick look then. Okay, I've got another video out on here on how to take this glass out, but just for those of you who haven't seen that, you basically just have to angle your mirror with your electronic control on the driver's side. You can get a like a tire lever or a screwdriver down the back behind there, and you need to press around this centre bit to pop it out. That's if you've got a good mirror and you're worried about cracking a good mirror, but this one's obviously destroyed, so I don't need to be that careful. So I'm just going to adjust it with the controller so that the mirror's looking down at the back wheel. Okay, so you've got like that, so you can put like a tire lever down there or something like that, and then you need to get to the back of the plastic. There, I popped it off, look, so you've got that bit like that. And you've got your two cables there, so you just disconnect those two there. Right, that's the old one, obviously. Got another one of those on order. You get some that stick on, then you can stick over the top of that, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to get a proper one. So now what we're going to do is have a look and see what's damages in here, and if we need to replace the top and bottom part here, or we don't need to replace any parts, or we can just keep it as it is. Right, so we've got this bit here, look, and it's held there and there, two little torque screws. Now I can see immediately you have normally 3 lugs that come in here from the top cover, look. That one's still got the bottom clip there. That one hasn't. It's gone. Snapped off. So that could be a whole new surround, but I think I can probably get away without that one, because that one's going to hold it down. But let me just check elsewhere and see. So I'm going to undo there and there. I'll take that cover off. And once we've got those 2 screws out from there, little bolts, screws, then this bottom cover comes off here, and then we can ascertain. So let me just get that off, and we can ascertain what's going on with the 2 things. Okay, I'll be back in a second. All right, because that tab's off there, if you wanted to take this off and replace it, I mean, I think it'll be all right without. I mean, that one tab missing there, because you've got tabs down here holding it all down. But if you wanted to actually replace this one as well, then these clips are here around the back here. So you've got like a clip. See, that's coming off there. You've got a clip there. You push in. You've got another one here, which you've got to basically lever up, and you've got a couple more around here. I'm going to go around and lever them up, and then I can take that one piece off and just have a quick look at the back here. And there's another clip there, so you push those either side in. Right, and then you can notice this whole front thing here will come off. Yeah. And there's a clip behind there, which I'll get in a second now. Okay, to get to the last clip that's there, you've got to just take this off here, and there's a little clip there, that one there, which fits on there, and you can just get that up enough to get to that clip there. Look, where my finger is, and then you can just push those in and get it off. I need 2 hands. Right, they've been a little bit sneaky here, so I've had to take another one off here, so you can take that thing right off. But what they've done there, if you can see, look, is they've put that there, which means there's no way that you can push those 2 clips in to get it out. So you have to actually pull that out first, and that allows you to move those clips in and take off that panel. So that was all hidden behind there. It's a good old VW. Little tricky thing. So then you can basically, then you can push that in. Look, if you don't pull that flap out, you'll never get it out. Okay, just to let you know that, it's quite important. All right, so what normally happens is this is the top panel. Yeah, this clips into here. So in here you've got, oh, that's a bit that's just fallen off there, look. So you've got 1, my thumb is 1, there should be another one and 2, so that's broken off, 3, and then 4 there. on the end, and then you have one here, so that's intact. There's another little clip here, so that's intact, that's all right. So we've only lost that one there, and to be honest, that means you've got 3 pulling down there, 4, 5. So yeah, that's fine. So to be honest, you could reuse that one, as we're trying to keep costs down these days. We can keep that one. I mean, these are only, I think, about 10, well, they were last time I ordered them, 10 quid a piece, so it's not expensive. It's up to you to buy new ones or not, but if you're just trying to look at it on a budget. So that's all right. So this one, this is the top one. Obviously, again, you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Now look, you can see that one's bust. That one's okay, but then of course that one's okay there, but that's broken there, so that's shot. That one's gone, so that's no good, and that one's gone. Yep. So that's gone basically. You might as well. Now up here, this one's split. Now these are the ones that actually normally go through here, 1, 2, 3, and hold the top bit part down. So we definitely need a new one of those. Now I'll go to VW and get these, but I'll put a link up on eBay for super ones that you can get, aftermarket ones. But there's the part number there, so I can ring them up to VW and get them. And then this one. Now I'm trying to decide what to do with that one. I'll find out how much it is from VW. But you can see the clip there's gone. So there should be one of them there. And I don't actually, and the one here's gone as well. Oh, I think I have to get a new one, look, to hold that bit down. So if I put that in here, look. Let me put that in there, look. Nothing to hold that one. There's nothing to hold that one. So you've only got one holding that down. So it looks like I might need to get a new one of these frames. Worst case, we get a new part, the whole lot's new. Next best thing is we get a new one of those, new one of those, a new one of those. I mean, if you want to put it, that would work if you just taped it all up, but I'll try to keep the thing looking smart. So I'll put links on in the description if you want to get aftermarket ones, but I'm just going to call up VW now and find out how much it's going to cost me to get me one of those. I will be back. Okay, now this is going to be useful for people just to understand where the clips are on here when you're either. So you've got your 3 clips along the top there, look, 1, 2, 3. But if you look down here, so the important ones. All right, look, the important clips, you've got one in that little corner there. Really important, that one there. So if you're reusing the bottom one, which is what I'm going to do, you need to make sure that that clip hasn't pushed forward or this way and it doesn't sit in properly, because obviously you can't see this when you're trying to put this top on and you've got the whole wing mirror mechanism in the middle here. So that corner one there has got to be right. Okay, this gives you an idea of what happens here. So they clip on there. There's only one here, which is at the, I won't get into there. You just see at the far end there, look. That one right on the end there's clipped on. So that's all tight there. And then you've got another one here, which is really important. So let me take this cover off. And now this is a really important one here to make sure is here, that this gets in here and this corner. Now I'm showing you all this because when you're trying to put it together, it's a right pain in the arse, and you're thinking, why isn't it going in? You've got to make sure that this one here is getting in, which is why it's got a really long tab on it, so that you can try and locate it into there. Now I found, for instance, on this one that there's a little side tab here, and that little side tab was bent too far that way, which means I couldn't get that piece in. So that was, I'd have had a nightmare if I was trying to do that with the wing mirror housing in place. So there's a little tab there where my thumb is. You've got to make sure that's pulled out that way so that you can slide that in properly. So I've been on to VW. I've just ordered a new top and a new surround. They'll be coming tomorrow. So I'm just going to try and put this all back together and fix it up best as I can for today. My mirror glass is coming today, so then I can drive it around, still see what I'm doing, because I use my mirrors all the time. But that's just trying to give you a show where the main clips are. Then you've got a clip there, they're all missing there, and those at the top there. Okay, so we'll wait till tomorrow until I get the well, actually, if you're interested, I'm going to carry on this video now of how I put this back and just get this back on as it is, which will be good enough. I'm just getting more new stuff because I'm trying to keep the vehicle in top shape. Okay, so we're going to put it back together again. I'm going to reuse this one, so make sure that that little tab there is dead straight. If this tab is too far that way, then it won't clip in properly. If it's too far that way, it won't even engage. Okay, and then you've got to make sure that that tab there, that's there, so that this can locate. Make sure that one's out a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to put this one back in. So we can then offer this up here. So that offers up there like that. So now we can then put that ring around, screw that back in. So now you push these in and then look, push them in these slots there and there and push them until they clip. Clip. Right, look, there's a little tab here at the side here. You've got to make sure you get this round so you get it in there, otherwise that'll be going on the other side. So make sure you get that in, and then when that's up, remember 2 little screws, then you can put those 2 screws into there, and that screws this up nice and tight in there. So make sure that tab there goes behind it like that, and then you can screw that up into there, and she's all nice and tight. All right, I've put all that on. Remember to clip these things in here, clip them on, and then remember to make sure that your two cables for your thing go through there. There's a hole. Make sure they come out that hole there, so you connect it up. So that's all nice and firm. Make sure that that's tucked under there. It's a good job, and that's all done there. This is the aerial for the radio. So now we can then put the new cover when it comes. You can put that new cover. Now I'm going to put the old cover on, so I'm not going to, I'm going to put that on and basically clip it into there and there. I'll do a proper video about putting the new cover on. Remember, you've got to make sure that that one there is dead straight up, and then we've got the one that's here. This one here has to go in the top cover. What I have been thinking as a temporary measure, I might be able to drill through here, put a little self-tapper and hold that thing down with that, and until the new one comes. So let me have a look at that. So that's clipped in nicely around there and on the back side. That's all nice and tight here. So I'm going to show you now how I basically can rebuild this one without actually having to buy a new one. So you've got to make sure that that's clipped in, which it is. I've checked. But that's that little thing that I told you had to be straight, that catch, because if it's straight is that way, it won't catch. If it's like that, it won't actually go in the hole and catch as well. So that's got to be it. So that's actually all right. So this is good. So what I'm going to show you, let's imagine that we weren't going to buy the new stuff. So what I'm going to do here, look, this one's good, but that one's the thing that goes in is bust, but the catch is right. This one, the thing that goes in is okay, but the catch is bust. Same with this one here. So what I'm going to do is put a self-tapper through there and just nip that up. I'll do the same there. Now I've checked that behind there's nothing that you're going to screw into that's going to damage, because you've got a little unit here, electrical unit, but that is beneath there. So it's free behind there and free behind there, just to drop a little self-tapper in there and there, which will then hold that definitely tight. Now that's great, but you might find that that's actually made that almost too sturdy, and the next whack you get or whatever, it might bust it. But this is all going to be replaced anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll put a self-tapper in there and a self-tapper in there. Okay, look, put a drill through there to screw, and I'll put a drill through there. So I'll put a little washer that covers that, bridges that gap, and then that's all good and solid. So in actual fact, after that, I won't need the new units at all. It'll be fine. I'll just put a new mirror on and it's done. So what I might do is keep the new units for the next time. But when you put this together, remember that these tabs are really difficult to get in when you try to get this top cover on. So what actually happens is that you're trying to get this top cover and you're trying to get it around here, and at the same time you've got these. So sometimes you have to put a little screwdriver on them just to lift these tabs forward, so that they go through that hole. So just remember that. Okay, so I've put that screw in there, which is tightened that up tight. This one, I've put that screw there to pull it forward, and then the other screw behind it, on top of it, to push back. Otherwise, if you just screwed that into the back plate, it actually pushes this back that way. So that's all nice and neat. So now, look, that's all lovely. It's come up fine. Can't complain about that. Don't actually need the new stuff. I might just keep those as spares, but I've got a new class coming, which I ordered yesterday anyway. And then I'm just now going to put on, I put the chrome cover on the back of that, and that actually protects it a lot when someone just like knocks it or hits it. It doesn't destroy the whole thing. So I'm going to go and put that back on in a minute. In fact, I'll do it now. So I've got that there. I've got my new sticky on it, and I'll stick that plate on now. Right, the cover's on. That's nice. It's a little bit of a dent there. Oh no, it actually hasn't. It looks like it has. It hasn't got one there. It's all good. So look, that's good. We're just waiting for the glass to come, and when the glass comes, pop the new glass on, and she's good to go again. Okay, the new lens has come. I've popped that in. So there she is, all done and dusted. So I don't actually need the stuff I'm going to pick up and I bought for tomorrow. But it's exactly the same procedure with the new stuff. But she's done. You fix your new wing mirror. I don't know whether you put the new stuff in or fix it up with the old stuff like I have there. Hope this video's helped. Remember, you can always do it. Subscribe if you like the channel. Send me any comments. You can do it.